52 Traders, episode 70.
My biggest thing is focusing on percentages. Don't focus on the money, especially if you're new.
Over the next year, your host Cam Hawkins gets inside the minds of 52 of the world's best traders to find out if he has what it takes to become one of them. Join Cam every week on the 52 Traders podcast or at 52traders.com to learn how to trade like the pros. This podcast is for educational and entertainment purposes only and is not investment, trading, or financial advice of any kind. Trading is very risky and could lose you all of your capital. Any comments about historical performance are not an indication of future results.
What's up, traders? Cam Hawkins here from the 52 Traders podcast. Welcome to this week's installment where we have a trader by the name of Derek VanDelinder on the show. Now, those people that have heard of this guy, heard of his name, you will probably know him from some of the other shows that I've had on the podcast. So I've interviewed a couple of other guys that are connected to Derek. And this is a bit like the Return of the Jedi of the Star Wars trilogy. So this is the third in the series. I've managed to do the trifecta, get all of them on the show. And this time I actually grill Derek on what's going on with this whole trilogy. And the trilogy is Avdo, Damon Alexander, and Derek VanDelinder from the, let's call them the GJ guys. The GJ guys. So these guys trade GBP, JPY, currency pair on very low time frames, and they all seem to do it slightly differently, but they all seem to have extremely high win rates and do really well for people who have not traded the market a lot. So they're not experienced traders. They haven't got years and years under their belt. Didn't take them years to become successful either. So this is, I think, why people love this story, because they can relate to it. Now, what I wanted to get to the bottom of here is, and you'll hear in the interview, is what is really going on. Okay, so I know I get emails literally every week on this. I mean, Avdo's interview was the most popular interview on the entire show, beating out Larry Williams, Rob Booker, and those guys. So there is a lot of interest out there, and you guys know who I'm talking about. The guys that are writing into me asking about Avdo and Damon and all this sort of stuff. So guys, this is one to listen to. All right. So before we get into that, I want to sort of quickly tell you about, the change in season here. So we're now heading into winter in New Zealand. The rest of the world's pretty much heading into summer. And if you're in Australia, it's sunny the whole time, isn't it? I mean, you guys have just good weather all the time. So I'm heading into winter. Winter for me means football season, and that kicked off this week. Managed to score a goal, so not bad for 41. Chipped the keeper, left foot. I'm right-footed. Come on, give us a bit of a high five, would you? I actually used to tell this guy at work every weekend, every Monday that I'd turn up at work, it'd be like, he'd look at me like, don't tell me again. I'm gonna recite the goal to him and do it in detail and get a little ball out and show him how it's done. He was absolutely sick of me by the end of the season. I think last season I got 8 or 9 or something goals like that. So first game, first goal, happy with that. May it continue. May it long continue. We did draw the game, unfortunately. We were 2-1 up, and then they equalised in the last minute. Crying out loud. Anyway, right, on with the show. So, first up. Now, last week we had 6 people come through, and I'm going to read them out. They went through, they jumped onto 52 Traders. They jumped into the bar, and they bought me a drink. So, I really do appreciate that, guys. So I'm going to read their names out. Tim, we've got Keely, we've got Eric, David, and James. I'm not making them all up. These are the real names. And then finally, we've got someone who just put the letter N in, so they didn't want to leave their name. But guys, look, I just want to remind you that I do this for free. I do this show for nothing, okay? So if you do want to support me, you can... Well, actually, I need your support. I really do need your support. I need you to go and buy me a drink to show that this show is worthy of some sort of funding. Please go on there, buy me a drink, or I've actually added in a packet of chips, so you can buy me a packet of chips or crisps, depending on where you come from. And that's only $1. It's only $1. So jump onto 52traders.com. There will be a link on your phone in the show notes. So go into the show notes on your phone. Please, I do need your support to keep going with this podcast. And I know that you guys, from what the emails come back saying you get a lot of value from this, okay? So it was only 6 last week, and I know there's more than 6,000 of you listening to this, okay? So guys, jump on to 52traders.com. You can't miss it. There's plenty of places to find me at the bar. Right, so talking about the show and the fact that, you guys are loving the show. Here's one of the reviews that came in last week from iTunes. So this is from Ismar007 from Croatia. And I actually do like this. I really do like this review. I might actually even get on the site. Simply put, this is the best podcast in the history of podcasts on Forex trading. Great job, Cam. Keep it up. So thank you very much, Ismail. And there was another one from Jay Guns from Canada. So Cam's podcast is so interesting and insightful with all the interviews that it places a human touch to trading. So guys, if you do like the show, if you are a fan of the show, are listening to most, if not all of the episodes, then please do two things. Jump down to 52traders.com, to the bar, buy us a drink, buy us a packet of crisps, whatever you can afford, and then jump onto whatever you're listening on, if it's iTunes, if it's something else, SoundCloud, whatever it is, and leave a review, an honest review, please. I really do appreciate it. Okay, guys. Right, we're going to get into the show in 2 secs. Before I just mention the other thing that I do, which is automate my trading. So if you do want to learn how to automate your trading, then jump onto automatemytrading.com, my other site, and you can actually get a free trading robot there. And I show you how I build it. It takes me 32 minutes to create an entire strategy into a trading robot. And I think it's from a popular fund that I've copied their strategy. So jump on there, have a look, automatemytrading.com. Right, without further ado, let's get on with the show. Hey Derek, welcome to the 52 Traders podcast this week. How's things over there in Canada, I believe? Is it Canada or the US?
It's Vancouver, Washington. A lot of people get that mixed up.
US.
Things are going really great over here, though.
Cool, brilliant. Hey, look, so I would have mentioned before this recording that you are, I suppose, ex-partner now of Damon Alexander, who's been on the show, and we've also had Avsto on the show, who was one of your ex-students, or maybe a current student, I'm not too sure, but one of the things, before we get into the actual interview, one of the things that I keep getting asked is, and this is from a variety of people on quite a regular basis, so there was quite a bit of uptake from these interviews, and people were really intrigued. But there was a bit of the old too good to be true type sort of scenario kicking in that everyone's quite skeptical. I mean, I'll read out an email or part of an email that I received just recently, just to give you guys out there listening it some insight. And I don't know if you're thinking the same and just haven't emailed me. There have been a lot of emails, but so this one came in. Some people think like it's a fake. The whole thing's a fake, and it's a big scam. Other people are coming in and sort of just unsure as to whether or not it's a scam or not. Like this guy here, just trying to get a feeling for if it's a scam or not. So people in this industry are very skeptical as to what's a scam and what's not a scam. And then like the same guy who actually sort of said, I'm just trying to get a feeling for it, came back to me just this morning saying, very interesting, I've just spent 3 to 4 hours jumping from person to person on Facebook who've been in contact with Damon and Avdo and looking at pictures, likes, etc. I must say it is too complex to be a scam. Different people seem to be applying this strategy successfully. And look, I mean, if I sort of give people out there my 2 cents. I mean, I know that there's been chatter in my own Facebook group at automatemytrading.com. And then also I've been in contact with some guys who are actually ex-guests on the show who do make serious money in the markets, and I know they make serious money in the markets, who've listened to the shows and have actually been applying it on a daily basis. I suppose it's an accompaniment to their strategy. And it's been working for them as well. So look, that's what I know, guys, in terms of the whole scamminess factor. And I think Derek here will be able to, I suppose, expand on that a bit further. So I mean, have you got a couple of things you want to tell us first, Derek, just to suppose get the guys settle the minds of people out there who are thinking, this whole thing is too good to be true.
Yeah, no problem. So basically, about a year ago, this strategy that I've created has developed into kind of this monster strategy. But it's really broken down into about mastering about 4 or 5 different trades that happen over and over and over throughout the day. Now, if you hear from a lot of the big time traders, like there's a lot of traders with Goldman Sachs who actually do day trading who have told me, some of the best traders that they know are the people who can recognize pattern recognition. And that's something that I've mastered, and with my training and stuff, I've helped a lot of my clients master.
Okay, so that was the first part of the show. Now, to hear the full episode, the best bits, join the family at 52traders.com. They usually go for about 45 minutes to an hour long, and trust me, these shows are great. They give us so much insight. Now, if you want to get there quickly, all you need to do is jump into the show description on your phone, and there's a link taking you directly to 52traders.com, where you can join the family over there and listen to the full episode. Now, in the rest of the show, I cover off what my traders do differently from the rest of us. So what is it that they're doing that we're not doing? What their typical trading day looks like, what they would do if they had a day job now and wanted to trade for a living, their preferred trading strategy, so actually how does it work? What we should be educating ourselves on when we're looking at a price chart, so what indicators we should use, what price levels, what chart patterns, all those sorts of things. Also, we touch on fundamentals as well, so how do we use news to our advantage? Trading psychology, tips, tricks, techniques, we go through those. Exiting trades, managing trades that you've got running. So we talk about their strategies. They give you strategies for exiting and managing trades. Books to read, websites to visit, all the best ones. Something that you should try and master over the next month. The broker and platform they use. And finally, last but not least, they give us a full trading strategy. So something you guys can try out at home on your PC this week in the markets if you wish. Now, to get the full episode, you need to jump onto 52traders.com, join the family. As I said, it usually goes on for 45 minutes to an hour, and there's a link in the show description, so if you're on your phone, just jump on there, tap the link, and it'll take you straight to 52traders.com. Now, if you're thinking about learning to automate any of your trading, hiring a developer, learning to code, that sort of thing, then before you do that, jump onto my other website, automatemytrading.com. So if you're interested in automating some or all of your trading, then jump onto automatemytrading.com and you'll see me over there. For now, to hear the rest of this episode, all you need to do is click on the link in the show description or go to 52traders.com. See you there.